Adeshima ma ya mamu nyina dwuma makwaba e de ba ye kase so enedwo Facebook edem Oyerepa live Facebook Oyerepa live YouTube nso ubenya ye wo ho e na fe social media platforms ahodo ne nyina ye wo so ebi ye de donhwe baako e nanim obehia ne nsem ahodo asisi Ghana manmu ne nkrofo man so no ya boa bia no e de abesomo ansa ne de enchiremu ne bebremu no ye hwe de edi mu akotene bi mra Day mania yensa kamampani John Mahama kan sem bebre kire se Ghana betimi akeka ne ho na ba bia ye hwe ase afiri ye no yetumi asore ne akoyanim Enra na yakwaside na wodi ne kase pa e wo kotokofie ma sante kotokohene enam so abo nipa bi a ede wo nyansa ne wadwini edi duma bi o man Ghana mu abaso ya wo hye wo nkran e wo wadwuma woyem Yera Bernard Ntwibu asiako yo ya santimantam yi mu MPP dwamtreni ene ono ade ne nkoma prosifo wo nkran ofiri ho ne yama ne bill enkomo bi a wa chiri ne animu bedi na nwumre Yebefri oman Ghana mu ne aduani a kire Gaza be bia Palestinian fo ni Israel fo ko ene animdefo akohwehwem se wo monsa ase ne kura no udua so no ban yeye eno ntia komo ayeku wo mo no eso mo abefi ase na omo aye mfichifuo se de be ye obenya nuane adi Ensam afoforo binom eka we hu ne yabo ano ayede besom anwumre yede agodie nsem beba ani gede kase ka ho sikasem ene adwadie nkomo ni nyina yede beba sidi no a hwea na ogira ne nan so na dollar no ehwe ase no ene Bank of Ghana panyin governor akasa emu ene nsem foforo bebre ne yabo ano ayede ebesom mo kame ho ne emfa seda emanyumeku aso yemu a bohye ba electric house edimu akotene Oyerepa mu asiedu o se enkasa nkyerɛ se usi dan ne wie na ope de wode enkanea besie mu na wire ne ehun electric house no manyina ma wo remfi so obeba bohye ba electric house promise herbal so akofa promise enuro papa e de aba ye herbal se wonum bi esiesie wo oba na fichi komu enye oba ode epu ne nyare wa hodo ha wo be ma waye mrekete so e na afi nyare wa bi te stroke emubuye ene afi nyoma hodo bebre wani na ye wo ya ukotodwe ne usisi immune system ne boost no ene ne efe ni pedua ne ho bia no bra promise herbal ye be ma herbal nuro papa ama watimi de adi ujuma o se kai won so se sakwantuo mo hu nsem nyina beda wakomam anaso se wani so na pese otu anamon se wo kotena se wo kwasan aba ana wo suku a express group ene behwe dig group ni nyina e de ama enti do wa ya akakai na ene wo mo enkasa enyuma ku eni afoforo bi na abomu afa yen ho ka me din de Akua Asieduaa yemfa dohwe ba akui na nchemu no yemfa nto mo so afi kase ni mu nchiremu enie Ghana mampani His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ene de wehia aban mu mpanyimfo ene CEO sahodo a ewo man mu ene wo mahia adwendwene nsem bi ho ewo nkran no de atodwa se ewum so man no obeso mu na sikasem nye nanso enye de ye betimi akasa enye ntini ahwe ase ane eda ho saa o se kekan ye ho sori na nyame ebenam so ama nioma papa etumi esane aba
Awunyehia oman Ghana sikasema nemu a bepem se ye kasa ya afi kura na dollar no sidi natimi asole ye sesa na nkakra no akan bi ama omampani John Dramani Mahama e de aba betudwa se owarehemu pa so oman Ghana betimi asa hudi agina brane na sikasem atimi afa ntoma pa efra omampani kasa we sikasem hu dubadie bi e course wo nkramboboni mantem ne dai na wo chem se enwu akwako hia pa se ebesua nyansa afri ohawa ekoto mu no na ya twe hu afri ho na breko anim ya ye ne boa ama omansi kasem etimi afa ne ntoma pa efra na aban kra awia tazo se bosia boa ehu ni mfaso ne nyama hodi opi ene nei onye se be ya sikasem betimi akoye.
Let us be honest with ourselves. A true reset must begin by learning from what worked and what was recklessly abandoned. And so the first thing to look at is, how do we lead a reset for the future, a path to recovery and resilience? Distinguished participants, despite these challenges, I remain optimistic. Ghana has what it takes to recover, not by repeating the past mistakes, but by learning from it and innovating for the future. Let me outline 8 key pillars of the economic reset that we envisage. Number 1 is completing the IMF program with discipline. We'll continue the discipline in government expenditure and borrowing, and work to achieve all targets under the Extended Credit Fund with a program with the IMF. We expect to conclude the 4th review of the IMF program in June 2025 with a target to exit at the end of the program in 2026. And thereafter, we will participate in Article 4 consultations and adopt the policy support instrument framework, signaling Ghana's return to responsible, non-borrowing engagement with the fund. And the second is reopening domestic and international capital markets. We're working to reopen Ghana's bond market in collaboration with the IMF and our development partners, the Ghana Stock Exchange and local banks. However, future borrowing will be linked to self-financing commercially viable projects, particularly by MDAs, MMDAs, and SOEs, ensuring value for money and sustainable repayment. The third is strengthening sovereign funds and local government financing. We'll amend the Public Financial Management Act and Constitution to make contributions to the sinking and stabilization funds mandatory. It will not be optional. So a certain percentage of funds must be committed to the sinking and stabilization funds.
Abusuafo yeto ansam no eso krobia asante kotokohene otumfo sei tutu otoso mienu ene nananom atena asante eye kotokofie edi akweside na dwumani mu ne ehon hihye nyina no hwe abakosemu ema bibifo binum a womo ede wonim de no wadwine eye neoma aboa na enam so ema Ghana yeda so etide eti na se fata so obo wabaso kotokohene ebo adwomtofo binum ene nipa bi eyisini ne woni a aboa papa ma oman Ghana mu meka ne se mu ayede esanse womo nyoma bi ka ho ene ne ye ho man no sei abaso
Akwa Asieduaa piso ena yenam yeka ensem ekire odasani ma ono so efamu aba na se be ya oman abakosem a yenam akoniasa ahodo so edede adi no ebetimi de agya enchirementi kotokohene otumfuo osietutu a otosumienu edi abetudwa se eba eniema a yede yensa edrodro ana yeye edi sisi wo se bi akuaba ene ne keka ho na eboa pa ema yetimi esuane mapi ewa abrabom kotokohene nkase yemu abra obo nipa du bia osusu se boa ameye maya bakosem no ya dane di wiase nyina abaso wo menhia ahemfie na wochim se enho akohia pa yedi amamre no be hye enenchirima ya bemu
played a critical and functional role in the formation of societies among virtually all the ethnic groups in Ghana from pre-colonial times through the cultural imperialism that followed and our attempts at nationhood from 1957. Our first president, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, used it to unify this country and supported some of the great artists we came to know and who defined visually for us the symbols of our new independence. He attempted to create an African personality through different aspects of our varying cultures. Whilst we have not perfected this process, we have largely succeeded. Our coming together this evening and the people who have collectively accepted as elders who led the art movement have shown the world what we can individually and collectively achieve. The future we want for our children and grandchildren cannot be an ideal one if we forget the visual meanings of ourselves and the many societies that form our nationhood. In these ancient traditions that the recipients of today inherited and for which we partly owe our creative ethos as guardians. You do not need to be of different ethnic group or geographic part of this country to acknowledge them. Long before I gained my current status, I knew them, not because they were coming to the palace to meet my uncle, Premper II, and brother Pokware, but their words spoke to all of us.
Yeto nsam ne so akonsem foforo mu a asante mantami mu MPP dwemtreni eyora Bernard Entwibu Asiako dodo na afre ne chema wuntumi ye nyina beka ye na no fiada ne se NI before efri enkran aba na tena ye anka omo ne no ebedi nkomo na so so amaso sa omo anya no ntine wo se wono ade ne ho koma prosifo ampara enadwe one ne lawyer ene mpanyimfo eka ne ho kopie mu nkran police headquarters ya wone mpanyimfo kohyiaye ne no mu no na wo kyerem kyerese ne asie nyina no wono de ohu ne se aban fufuri e na etata no onye boni bia ne nsem a ode tu dwane ne no achi wosan kire mu de nti a empanimfo ma ne bill ene ho nkomo eka ho
Enanu fiada enai babetu jase enipa bi oye adwuma wo National Intelligence Bureau NIB akopiem wo tutrani ema NPP amonyeku no owura Bernard Ntwebo Siako a ni fie ewo Kumasi Asantemantemu nanka okwakofa no adina ko akachi akoba ne saa no panini nso eye dede ema NPP achitafo ene NPP amonyeku ne mpanifo bi ekọ ho a ekowi ase no NIB for entimi amfa nanko kan ho ema pani a wogiram se ne lawyer ni owura Andiapia kubi ebechirimi se saa nsema ekoso no entwa yi kura efise se omoto nsa afre no kwa na hu hia se bambo adwumafo a akode wo ho bese diunu ebekọ opani no efie ni nyina mu no empanfo bi ewo abem de deputy interior minister Ebenezer Klete Telabi enso bechirimi se ne kwan so ano no efise ne ho akohia se opani no ebekọ akopie mu akachi eje bo ene de opani Bernard Ntwebo Siako atimi akopie mu wo Ghana Police Service ne nkrabata ewo nkrampoponi ntemo ye headquarters ama police for akwakototo na bra opani ekono na wahye na tade fita na empanifo ahodi opi ewo NPP amonyeku na bi akane asoafo ene aban lawyer pani Owura Godfrey Yebo Adame nyina eka ho bie
charger omode ebo me ye se me ye na me ye galamse na be produce me lances eye lease e de kire wo se menye illegal mining na se menye galamse nti me de me lances no e de kire wo ama omu hune ye to so bio omo sa ka se ye adwuma ewo forest and so me catch from say enyamia konko ye adwuma ewo forest biya mu aye so mo evidence omo betimi ade akire na emre bi me apply lances wo ho that's so forestry commission and lands commission and mines commission omo yese omo de honam forestry commission for so omo nhwe ho into omo and custodian omo ye responsible omo hwe eho enko hoda so bi ye adwuma wo ho ne ade a enye medim enye bibia enum ana ewie ye no omo ama bill two sureties ana sisi ano yama bill enye no credit sama je cocoa board for sika obia no so wo kọ no wakwakoye road anya buy na mauska aye wo mum na odu sika ebekọ contractor no wo na odu sika bekọ na odi akwakoye road ubia na highways for the cocoa board for no omo do omo engineers ababe value aye road na awoye na omo de boa rate omo de ma no omo de atoso me free BB certificate no ma raise when the cocoa board for contract na go mu say 28 days they should pay me but ye raise we no it take about 3 years ansa na omo tua me ka so cocoa board cannot tell me say na omo ni wuntu bika obia no so obeye ketu obeye kesi o na mpaso so obia no kwakoye adwuma de medwen se adwuma nya de a eyebone medam
na ensam kroye mu a wode ne cheche mu baaye no na communications director ye wo MPP mu Asantemantami emu enso kasa bie ni nsem ni nyina no edi adanse se yewra Ibrahim Mahama ye mampani John Mahama ni nua e na ehyehyase e na opese o se yewra Ntwebo Siako ene na adwuma de omo aye ebi esida yewra chese abra NDC befa tumi no enfie bi abesene kroye 2013 ho baabi no saa no mo tete no a ene ne asan koya ba bie muti de omo ye no enyanwanwa bi asa
Ibrahim Muhammad the music chama udru ko tache ho ana opese what here ani ti me ye chama udru sa na aben Allah tankuwa ana bi chama udru atumi Allah watai ani ni tai ana abani pabi abomo a opese ni ni amre from na the whole Ghana no obi an kose Ibrahim Muhammad Swashiase, not my Atias, say now the Prime Minister, my Ghana, Ibrahim Muhammad. we are supposed to control to his instructions. Advice from Ibrahim Muhammad said, and Ibrahim Muhammad and the instruction would be national security operatives. So I will not cheat on my own to me. Some of them are cheating on what we went to make us funny contention. MPP for sorry. Party Kakaka MPP. Ashanti Regional Chairman and the NDC focus on what everyone here. Now we now go to our own to what to say here. Let us say a party no and your baby from. Some Benin say. Opasia and Osia de Mionko near the neck. You are saying, we have for your friends Ashanti, and Bako, you and some Bako. And see, say you never can. There's a Wawaka, and the Baya, and Babwa, Chamaru to me. Na and Yuma Basa, you are done the money Mahama, every national security for a year. Ya told us to go call their home. We are in the 21st century, first Republican constitution, there is democracy over 30 years. How can our country go to this level? Say you are done the money Mahama, or sit down a phone or buy, not Ghana of money. And now they be national security for any BMI for Ayabako.
Coalition for Unemployed Allied Health Professionals. 1 year. Apomdemo Jumayefo. Ya BCC Kasomo we school fie bia besene kro. Na so aban fa omo to krata so. No matimi aye adwuma ne yetua omuka. Ene omo nyina kohia wadum Kokobo Jubilee House. Menam so omo aye nhyiamu akwadwene mu se nyame ya dom a na wotwe miensa pepepe no de ma ban yi se omo ante financial clearance nka emfiri ne ho. Na nkrata sem nyina ntotom ama wan form adwuma mo ankoye adwuma. Enipa buru mpem aduasa 30,000. Ya Ghana fa na nyina amantam du nsianim obia de na dwuma ye ebeto ho no mo aye ye kyerpa de tie aban esan se sebe omu nim ekwan a oman no epese ode wo mo fa so gofreda nim ekonhyiamu na se bia mane ode bae ni.
Coalition of Unemployed Allied Health Professionals na nei ode to Ghana abanim say a free best 2019 ebenyina ade school a wo wi na nya ade a wonya adwumaye onam so sha aban say na wotwe ensan tem no wante ne nka de a na kyese obeye bibi kakra ama aban hu say woni abre
ebimo age bosia na di call school ebimo ya ton family property Esa say on e bakane ya mu bi mo fie omo mpa ya nim kura eden ahwe ya say ya ntwa ye go fie omo nim say paase kura ya anya den ya mpaase bre yakọ bre 4 years o school mu whole mandatory national service a whole licensure exams Afibia ya renew your pin. We are ever ready to work for our motherland. Yes, Rabbi no. Yes, Minister no. Yes, ye Juma. Ye anu bebre ako promotion twice. Ye nya posting. Na campus ya share Juma se na so promotion no. Ye nya bi. Enkwesi da ben. Sesia me no worker say ye ton forms.
Yes.
If our services are not needed,
are we training us?
Why are we training thousands of innocent souls? We are tired.
In the house.
We need job. We are begging. We are also Ghanaians.
Yes.
We deserve our share.
Yes.
National king.
Please, kindly help us. Kindly grant us financial clearance.
We need clearance.
We deserve
Nti se apomdi adwumafo ye hwe se aban enfo adwuma na onfo nto ba bia obekwa akoye adwuma no owie se ensem bia emrahye bidwani ma de hwe wo galot mpani kokan no enwa akohia se onso obetwe asan na wasa pa acho go for the name and medin Oyerepa television.
Yetwa ensam no eso a beye na wotwene ne ye nyina yete ye se fa ngobo abafom enam dollar na hoden a eteba fom nti sidi na nya hoden pa ene yatete ukopom stations ahodo na yatete fa ngobo eso nam so ma ne GPRTU ena fe protoa ene ahyankafo akuhudo ni nyina akato driver fo ene woni ye ehyen ho adwuma ode koba no eso mo ntete apasenyafo eka abo so eba ye no ebia giatum ya ne ye nam abonten a yetete se ebinum de new face no ye adwuma adrobafo ni bi nso so aye o madwene se o monte so se ba bi o mo de asem na tia besi mu enti o mo so o monte so ne se fa ngobo akofom ne so spare pass border so a e wo soro enti o mo te so a o mo bebo kara ene yensem twani be ma bakwa kunya meche boase oboase horse park station ene apasenyafo ni adrobafo ni bi kodi nkomo amane a wo de free ho ba yi ni
bomba say Akra no near 90 cities. Saying 80 cities. And Satupi and near 30 cities. Saying 26 cities and Satupi and Tapane 58 cities. Saying Satupi 50 cities and Satupi and by more Tapa station. Na started 50 cities. Ekotapa. Ubesuo a year Bogoswa 45. I started one and none of Pesana started Ideko. I mean, tell say I don't know one starting, sir. And penny put letter about on the cut over the snama and run on the buy. Your one station, some quotes is your no bachelor. We maintain some down to 30 cities. 26. Son of Penpolo kind, 26 cities. Then once we turn 30 cities.
Stop us and pay for John so. I mean, Yansia to father so. Bibisa we came my answer to Yansia, near Tisso, near and so Yakai, Bibisa. A crumble soon and paying for a better. And to pay for Coben Chronomofa, and you know to two, and the animal bra. Young quad the antisonas papas, it's a baby ejna, not as a moon to pursue Muguya Juma, Nasi a year amount of munity. Say, yes, start to patrol no more papas, ejna baby ejna, Yabayalisa, but papas peda, and the cardinal.
Ebema will be a free cook Marcia or Sandy Adiel, or Befoka, the car and a bay mantum. These are no so bay for my. Obi abetima foka me dia kwanya bantentem sisi ya no bibia bo kosora lol fe no kosora enipa no ba ni nua bi kura na ontimi nkogya no but fe no foma oh mini ya nkogya me kotaje wo nkogya mu panua na efe but sisi ya yete so a spare pass no yente so yete lol fe so ebeti sisi so ebeti kawura sisi so but ono ko akoto spare pass na ebienu ayate so nti yehu se yate lol fe so no spare pass no so ebeba for mama
if you takwa ebe bo ase ya ni ka na gi 50 cedi me consume 50 cedi so ka so dey pay to ho awek ya e was come get takwa to bo ase 45 na kwa menti ase say 50% na o metime gi 50 cedi no so menti ase eno so kura da ho a epa ho a mesre igura don dramani mahama say wajade obe nche wunya afi so na fam dia wo ye de wo ye pa di mesre say oma ene ma bo nkofom na ukutesika watimi ato bibia wase wato bia
ye free boase a betie simni yakọ atoymantam Western Region na Western Regional Minister Joseph Nelson ene wakasa de ato ye Ghana Water Company asoye hwe ye nsuo ho adwuma ne so ne titiru buffer zones ana nsuya no a wo da boase water treatment plant ye watoymantam no onwe se nipa bi nkoye galamse ana onfa enuboni nkogu nsuom so koyi nam ana bibia etesa na ye bebo ye nsuo ho ban.
One more ekasa chemu say denti a won mutu na mo we 70 million water expansion project dwumadie bi a won mo na ni nyina ene say da ne da ombenya ensuo a yesombo 22 million gallons edi ama omanfo a won mo ewo secondary takwade ene ne mpeta mu nyina tane be na fiewurafo a won mo ho prefum nsase a buffer zones no ni nyina etubetwa won kasa chemu say dabwase plant e wo ho no 1960 ana won mo esiye anwode a etimi edi bu nsuo de bia no 60 million gallons nipa ewechira won mo brepa so won benya nsuo na mbese 4 million gallons wakasa chem se empo de abeka mo achikura sa illegal mining dwumadi a aba no eboa ema enso ho kire no etimi kwosoro papa owura gideon asare ano Western Regional Production Manager Ghana Water Company Limited say anode tujwa
up there you can see the level of encroachment on the buffer zone. Absolutely the buffer zone is gone and we know that then it means this river will start to dry up more than what we used to witness even in the dry season. And that for us, having a 100,000 meter cube plant, a day capacity going to sit down ideal, that would be most unfortunate. So there you can see the level of encroachment which is going on. So ideally, because per convention, because it's slopey, the buffer zone will start from up there.
Enojino onmunyafo Nelson eye atoya mantem so afo no so ekasa no kire se eho behia pa se ntentem so wonmo etimi che buffer zone num sa so ena ahemfo wonmo eye wondwumadi ahodo ewo ehonom no wonmo ebetumi ejai sei ana no so edi tudwa.
The chiefs who sold that portion of the land are claiming ignorance, that they didn't know that is a buffer zone. Okay, so if we still have buffer zone, some portions still intact.
Yeah.
I will urge that you put some posts there to tell the public, any other person who will want to, go there, that this is a no-go area, basically. I think you should do that. It will help.
Project manager
all the main structures are finished. We are still working at the end. You see where is the crane? That is the high lift pumping station. There is the building accommodating the pumps to transfer the water to Inchaban, and from Inchaban there are other pumping stations towards Takoradi area. And in this area, most of the mechanical equipment is already in place. It's hard to see because everything is inside the tanks. Also, you cannot see anymore that all the tanks are quite deep in the ground. Now, as you see just what is the top of the iceberg you can see right now. But we are confident that we are in a good position to complete the plant.
Yeba asantimantamimu Catholic school say Roman suku ahodo e wa santimantamimu mu achechefo owoku a wate credit union ya wode agigi sika kakra eja daachi bi ahokyere beba no na wafam wadi emfie aduru no ama waye wonhie mu etoso enson akoso okumase Anglican Senior High School mene mpanyimfo ni bi akasa de ato aban anim say suku ahodo ye nsori ahodo esuku ode baaye aban agini nyina afiri wonsam tene san sori na akra no wo mu entimi nka won suku ho hwe abanchim na onfa bi ahode ni bi man sori no esan sesen sori ni be so suku ni mu a ema ho hyeso ye discipline e bapa.
Ashanti Catholic Schools Teachers Cooperative Mutual Support Society Limited. Eye achache former Roman schools mwam. Waka won ho abom se obeboaboa won ho. Ye twa won din ni tia from art course. Ekuwe se wo yo cheche ni nkura na wani je ho a emfa ho ni schools a wo kira ade wo betime de wo ho adom. Wadi mfie aduo no wadi ni chenchenche pa na won 7th annual meeting so. Eno mu na Mr. Ejari Jan Figueroa ekasa na wo kire se. Ekuo bia ewo won hawo. So what
teachers in a transfer no education unit no and a bad rock of Ghana cry. If you say school ma Ghana no missionaries in the day school by na do say difference ye o ma jeje mu sa na ye mo emfa mo adwene emwa de a na Ghana na ekoya na say by nti aba no betima say ya revert back to where we were say be ya. They say na say obako school bi mo ase obi abo obi tuo e so be ni nyina ye unit no mo akane no mo boa discipline na wo ho say discipline no be say ntwa aba yenye say nti Catholic doctrines I say empa abo ntu nkra eni obi o nti aba no e de ba e be boa ye e be boa ma Ghana ni nyana nye ye society nkwa se be ye nyam suro be ba nkra no sumo.
Lawyer Peter Sula eye president e de Mayekwe.
Yeah, we are going to leverage on technology to bring the society more closer to members. Even at the comfort of their homes, we access our products. Now, we access loans without even coming to us. And I think we are also going to make sure, prudent financial management. Member, yes, it can be a honor. Yaba invest in ye se na be ya dachi edu so mu kwa retirement omo benya hu faso bebre.
Mr. George Safo Kantanka one ye Asante Achim Central Municipal Director of Education.
Adwuma kese eno Yankopon de ahya awofo nsa de tete mofra no ofie no omudi benyini si ate mofra no asaram so mo bra omudi no so benyini do mbeti na bonten no enti enya mofra no ho mre ne enche won kwan on faso omo bedi asam si acheche bo so ayehu so ye ma ere Nyankopɔn edo abrɛ yɛn yɛsɛ yɛkye ɔma deɛ nkwan enti na edo abrɛ yɛn
Dwabe adonten hene onokro ya ne abesim hene na na dua aboagye sapon ye otoso mienu ene wagina da sebrutu sribo anamu dwabe man hene ama neoma bi a wode abeche dwabe government hospital wagye ama wadaso ase na mission possible ekuo ya bra wo mo baaye na wone omanfo no behia ya hwehwe wapo mama wo mo de friend say screening health screening no ebi ne mu no etufo nso say neoma na wode aba no wonhwe so yi na onfa ni dwumapa
Mission possible foi eboa ma omanfo wo dwabene ne mpatamu ehhehwe woni paduem se ebia na yade bi esuma wo mo a wonam som e de neoma ekoche dwaben government hospital na fei ezi basic school so a ewo dwaben enumu na nanadua aboagye sapon a wotoso mienu ona ye dwaben adonten hene no no anso san ye abisimu hene ona gina da sebre otuo srebo anamu eje enuomen okasa na ode afutuo ma dwaben adwumaye nyina
enema no wo nsa kan esre won sebe omo nsesa nkom ya busuafo ye mo fanhwa yarefo a abaha ye nkotodwe ye ne ya a wo hia kotodwe treatment omo mfema no ye ne sisi anase bubuo ya de aye no ohia wheelchair omo enhwe na enema no a ye de ba yarefo din anti ye body ba ye no ankwanko yese sebe dadano nkwanta
Nana Dr. Apiaje danka hoso e wona nam ne so ema mission possible fo ibe piemu ewo dwaben okasaye
amenipa your health is your wealth ipa so ni always kase de na uni ahode uni akwani ahode a we de kwa na odi ajiwani ama we de ahwa ho nti apumuden de ehia ema ye nyina se brano no ebetu ya hwe se ya brabo mu ene ye mpom ti sen yare bi be mu a tentem na doctor for ama ye nuro na ye tumi de eyi sa yare na afi ho ama ye tumi atena se ache onyame ma ye kwani ahoden a de akare se so behwe ho so yie na ya brabo so gina so atumi agina so ama ye tumi de asedan ya ye ama otwedi ampo
Bevelyn Thompson, our year chaplain at the mission possible fui, and so at the afutu Emma Ghana Fuin and Kanka Emebunu.
Or reading glasses is for elderly, when I say elderly, I would say age after 35, who does not have a medical eye problem but need just something to see a little bit better. So we encourage people, do not give our young people reading glasses.
Madam Sarah Abuaje NA administrator at the Dwaben Government Hospital or Dasi.
Ya de asida bebre na ebema makoi e wade form ababe ya man. Obi anso nim se adwumane ni nipa ba akofo na eyi. The government alone cannot shoulder the responsibility of health. Enti they have stakeholders ababe support when it comes to health care.
Ade shima ma mamu nyina kwaba ebiewu yemfesi kasem ne adwade hu nkomo ento amoso eni amrado pani a oda Bank of Ghana no Dr. Johnson Esiama wakasa de atodwa se yensidi na hoɔden a enya na dollar no ne sika aka no tehwe fomo no ebisa Bank of Ghana 40 omo office na wo matena ye na wo mo manipulate anaso se wo mo emiemie sika ne so wɔ kwammoni bi so nti ahwe ye san gi hwimu a baabi a bekwakoto ne ntumi kura ntumi ka ne yakɔkye no ne no no se enye saa na tie ne mo anim di 40 ne o toto fom ena wo mo ehwe esiesi ne sa Isaac Anna eto ansemi so.
Ghana's active participation in the Pan-African Payment and Settlement System, or what we call the PAPS, reflects our commitment to building scalable infrastructure for intra-African payments going forward. With 15 central banks and counting, 12 switches and over 50 commercial banks on board, PAPS is an important step toward reducing dependency on non-African clearing pathways and strengthening our financial sovereignty. In parallel, we are co-leading with the National Bank of Rwanda on two pioneering initiatives. The first one is that the FinTech License Passporting Framework, which supports regulatory coherence and facilitates cross-border market entry for trusted digital firms. And the next one is the African Next Gen Digital Payments Infrastructure, or what we call the DPI initiative. This aims to explore secure, interoperable, and inclusive payment architecture that is designed for African use cases.
Ye bejina Bank of Ghana governance sense me so na ye de kase akwahomejim kakra ye twa ye woni atonkra ye genkra to afi aboafo eho ye ba baba isa e de sports beto aso.
yamuajo na yenkai semraso sa gudie mu nsɛmanyumre nsa kana yede etwaso dwumade no so ebedi nkomo ewo ket years okraku na so unity kappa etodwa ewo England lending to be precise no due to eba squad Blasters of Ghana ede ekoye ket akasa ede afa team no Daniel Amate na otwetwa mu no na owasante mantemu ha okomia ebebre ibedi nkomo ene enwumre enra and a Liverpool Anfield Crystal Palace ball 1-1. After that, lifted the trophy celebrations outdoor etodja and you may be ebecho sports lawyer the only sports lawyer in Ghana football. Yes, I say Pefi Blasters of Ghana. Meno kese mrantiano Londona de Unity Cup ebeto so na Blasters Unity Cup 2025 squad no Lawrence Ati Ziggy St. Gallen, Benjamin Asari Accra, Folk, Joseph Tete Anan, Patrick Aletic, Afegideon Mensa, Oxe, Ebenezer Anan, Resta Belgrade, Mohammed Salisu, AS Monaco, Stefan Ambrosio, St. Gallen, Aaron Essel, North Texas FC, and Razak Simpson, Nations FC, Mamudu, Kamar Dini, Midiema, Caleb Yirinchi, FC Nordjylland, Abdul Saleh Samed, Sunderland, Ibrahim Suleiman, Atalanta Bergamo, Abu Francis Circle Bruges, Majid Asmeru, Anderlecht, Abdul Aziz, Issa Barcelona, Athletic, Lawrence Ajikum, Circle Bruges, Christopher Bunsu, Jenk, Jordan Ayew, Leicester City, Thomas Partey, Coventry, Thomas Asante, Coventry City, Felix Afena Jan, Juventus Next Generation, Kwame Opoku, Asante Kotoko, and Muhammad Gaddafi Fuseni, ono ewo Union Saint Gilosi, woman and squadra, Coach Otto Adoton Sam, Ede Efre woman, na Ketie Sokraku, Ghana Football Association President, Osi Jidie a Blasters of Ghana mono, and Daniel Amate, Blasters of Ghana defender, one neyere eba santimante muhadidi kan omuko otumfo ose tutu the second ho na nana ne badi nkomo ejinsha na ofi ho no oko Konfanoche teaching hospital eho ena emabawa bia ene ye maame bia omawo na omunye sika emfenyi omunkofie no okokoko yi omunyina atua sika so da bi matua sika mamo munkofie na yenhwe de koso eho mra Daniel Amate Ekokodu Konfanoche Teaching Hospital.
100 million. It says, "Caro, you hear my mother's now. You know where they didn't come in. Don't man, you are on it." But
John this week, John this month, and only a woman. I tell you last week, not John this no. Like you see a car on say, near Papa de Bro, and go have a brave who first John this year. Then Naya Braba, you catch a Mr. on your mammy, or my
Enti eno aye Daniel Amate na answa ya maame nom yenua mabia na omwaka na omada obesie bosumi sia ebi kra da ho getting to 8 months Daniel Amate di nisika kokoyi omo no omo nso eda Daniel Amate ase oha nyame be sia Daniel Mate san said juma na agbo no e osro papa we na European players no eni hu se omoye na now Daniel Mate our own we are was a born abaso nyame emana hoden na omani nyini nche na fe ni born so omonko nanim na onye sika ni bi enyewe de bia yemfi ona yenko Liverpool aso weekendi na omne Crystal Palace ebo 1-1 na normal English Premier League na wiem podada yenhwe celebration saudo a ekoso after lifting the trophy.
We do know that's leaving, and he got his final hurrah yesterday, and it was a positive, wasn't it? Which and that slightly soured the end of the season for some.
Yeah, it was, and I was a bit surprised at the reaction. I knew there was anger, the fact that he would be going on a free, the fact that he's going to Real Madrid, who you will look at as a Champions League rival without a shadow of a doubt. At the same time as well, I could always understand Trent Alexander-Arnold's position because he'd want to keep a decision over his future in his own hands. And at 26, this is well. So why not go and challenge yourself somewhere else? And why not keep that decision in your own hands? Yes, it would have been nice for Liverpool to get a fee, but at the same time, he's played a massive part in their success. As You'll Never Walk Alone starts off towards him for what he has achieved.
Abusia, that is all for sports. And sports lawyer, the only sports lawyer in Ghana football. And I'm in Tifo at the Nigeria Cassia Etoso.
Arisma mama jo mama kwaba eba Cassia so ebraso say yede Nigeria Cassia esomo midi ede na nama in Tifo Born Stars emofano egusua ejina akono na so mugina kansie ne mu pinti na wotwewie nso enra na ye African Union Day, AU Day, and untinam so, I'm a fan who would you mudina or the share humfa.
Kofi Annan, Ghana, ni Babarama. I would for Riso Posomeda at Tom Watching. I fit a pem, a hand colonel at Yasan watching war. A Santa Mantem Kura, or Freno, Infanti Newton, a Wokumasi, Ghana, ni Babarama. Owo wiase nyina eni suade hunu kese
Ese abasobode anutinam so ema obaya kefosu Starboy Biggie ene mofana ahodo pi ena ajagefo no ebo maba.
Okay, you better highest votes na your star performer costume and support. Enti yeah, share free costume. Said ye hum no e fa ni die. Won fa why? Costume no ye him achra, but unfortunately watu na ni ana yes ahwe obaya. Aha na Afronessa. Baya de ma obaya why dear afa costume.
The wife my 360 dan no ho kakra ne yense. Aha wife pa ko wachi mame.
Yeah, support ni so a ene ya de ma Starboy Biggie.
Starboy Biggie. Brawani mi ehwa ha. Starboy Biggie.
Yeah, no nani support no e was for any day.
Okay.
May the star performer Becca Hona Reverend so I had top the last 10.
Okay.
Any highest vote.
Okay.
Yeah, here star performance now. Yeah, for Afronessa,
Afronessa Brawani.
Anna dance queen.
Brawani.
Anna Kate,
mon Brawani.
And I had my Afronessa.
Okay.
Afronessa. I
dear.
It's also a star performer.
Okay.
Highest votes, you know. Obia shane fonso. Obehu.
Okay.
Enti me pese obia she.
Okay.
Ansana meyi.
Okay.
According to the meme one here. ɛyɛ kefosu
na no kwakra mu esanse eya kansie ninti emofra ne bi eden ombeko fie tissue se wo vote ankosro na performance nso ankoyi a ene na agagefo no be CCC eyiwu efremu ntenam so ma agagefo no efrem mofra ne bi ebegina stage ni so a emofra ne bi ekọ backstage nya omuti didi mu emofra mienu nso so agagefo no save wo mu na mienu nso so waka se wonfo wakansie no emra na wieye
star performer fan ho a na je se wo free mu a
okay
ene ye bebre e free mu na ye wi a omo beti access ase ye bebre e free omo maka ne mra ya omo anim
mo mra anim
unfortunately ye say bu omo enye yie
okay
na so dem reverend nka bi
reverend Mejo
anakit mo last warning masevu mo Munko backstage.
My idea. Reverend Kofi Anai wa ha o. Ice cake wa ha. E no him assurance wa ha. Omu Kofi. Mu save biem. Ana ye day. Mama.
Arosia.
Mama counselor.
Ya na ye ni say. Oman vote ne die. Yama is can come backstage na obk any on him atra enko fie
so
ebusia ejina we so na de nyide kasia ya de besomo e kasia boyemu no esi midin de nanama intifo Akua Asieduaa ewie kasia bo no e wo amanone madawase amomone hwa abro
ebusia for ye mama kwa ba ye de aseda be ma baba isa a wode agudie mu nsem na mentifo ya ono so de ne jede kase betwa ma fe yentumika na ye fa kase ne nkowie on kofa so ye de ka de nya chwe da sampa preso Palestinian fo ni Israel fo ntokwa no da eto betwa ekom ene ahokyere nti nipa ne bebra fonfon mo fre wo mu kra de bi egu ene yesi nipa wo nim de ewo asase wo hwehwe mu na wo hunu sasase we udua so no ban yeye omo abehwe amemmei Food and Agriculture Organization FAO enso so abehwe mu United Nations Satellite Center enso age atum ya nei omo hwe se asase no betimi adua so eno ban ya nipa nya aduane edi
Agriculture Organization Satellite Center ayehwehwemu bi afa Palestinian titrupa ne Gaza empotem ho na numu odi ababa tudwa se asase a odi yekua ewo manim no akwakoba se na makone topa ya hodo a Israel mane tuko honti no ho mu nchichemu be se diokunu num na wontimi emfanye hwe na emum no odumpe na obetimi de adua no baye amane aba to aso echiremu se ohwe ensase tama aka na jese be se 688 hectares out the acres 1700 pe na ne obetimi ade aye afu e wo Gaza mpopre so ne senti ne wo bokoko se anhwe ana emre wo anim e comprada da e na eba besi wo Gaza mpopre so ene amanhodo a na wotimi dua no baye no koton bi emomu onam so chirem se ensase ne bi kura wo honom a oye ho hwe a enye yi efise o hwe chemicals akonsase ne mu na ebe ye den pa se sansase no ebetimi aye na se ebe ye kura ebetimi ye din fie pi
Jiji o mama nyosemu na wo hihye suma se eye takra wo gem edwuma bi no ene omo apa ne so ntoma ntompa ne ho akasakasa onfiri wo man no munko
And crying say carefree Uganda memu chiremu a Uganda man no atwi dwumadie bia na sra dom ene jeme aban no ewodie no asensen na krata ne chiremu a ne nyina ho akwakohia enam se ode sobo ebo jeme man ambassador wo Uganda mem Matia Shua se opani akwakọ ye niema bia anhwa na amwa amabambo ho nsem o Uganda mem antimi ankoyi sasen babeto odwa no jeme man so aba be yi won ho na wo chirim se nokra bia ni sobo a Uganda man kwan de bo wambassador wo menum na ne wum ne se ade a opani Matthias ekokeka nsem bi efa Army Chief General Muhoozi Kainerugaba ho se opani onam kwan bi so tata opposition leader Robert Yagliani adodo na friend Bobby Wine eno mu na oto aso se ekobo ne sai mo amaka bi memke bia mamu enkoyi efise o hwe aba obekoso afi ebesim na opposition party a ode Bobby Wine ekọ ne warehye muso obetimi adi nkonim.
Yebejina Bobby Wine ni Uganda amanyo semu nkomo na yedikase na kwawieye yede asedata bema ya boafo Newman College Department of Nursing we bie na pono gya desuafo a epese koye for year degree nursing anaso so mokoye certificate dia na top up ni nyina ekwan da form we ya certificate ni fi UDS ho na eba hyene nso se Newman College fo ya se yemfa ntomo a mukita PhD MSc na MPhil in nursing anim so opa chechefo we ni je ho na obeye sa adwuma yi a ye pa ucho free 0558 052-747 and also 0574-661-117. So Bosheba Electricals, Akofanka ni apani munyo menyina dia bedwa so eno ana densifo ne afira no mobia etobi wani je ho na peso to enkane apa ebesese ofie de edisi garden mu security de veranda so de bedroom de study lamp floodlight ene nkane ahodo ni nyina eye Bosheba Electricals ya na wafre ewo 03220 30838 and 0536 095 966. So Express Group so was a kwentu hu nsam ene hu nkomo ne ba wutrim na wo hunu de odi benkumu fa na hunu de odi nifa eto a woni Express fu ni nkomo enhwehwe mu bia obeya afa ho ene de wo pe no eno na obeye de ama wo na watu hufo na ekwampa betimi anam so ama wo visa ne je ebeye mrekra for 0555 550067 and 0249 000-448 eso eha na brebe ma me kwan ama ye de kase a ye nsaka ye don hwe ba ko ntam e de beso mu ni nyina ebesie ye sorry so na ye program saka abeto so enanwumre nyame yadom a ekina ye besan ni mo hia bi o mi da mo nyina asema mo ne hwe me ma mo adwuma mu due eni onwuno so nyame ma de panche